And we're back. Don't worry, it's just a scratched cornea. I will be okay in a couple of days, maybe a week. It's more irritating than anything else, but I'm okay. Open with a shut the F up! And like I was telling Chris, I'm on Karen's side. Charissa, you are using this feud attendance to have a plot line on the show. Don't use my mama's plot for your plot line.
Keep my mama name out your mouth.
I mean, Charissa, you ain't got no room to be mad. You should be mad at your boring persona and your empty life. Giselle said, when did she bring up her mother when she said she went to the mama funeral? Oh, Karen said, I questioned your genuineness when you showed up at the funeral. I knew this was so you could have a storyline. Oh, Charisse wasn't invited and she made it her business to show up. So she knew it was phony and completely erroneous. And Charisse made sure to say on camera, I was the only one of your friends at your mama funeral. Yep, I know the type. Trifling heifer. You didn't show up to celebrate life. You showed up so you could be celebrated. You ain't worth a party, heifer. Rob, if you don't shut up and get you some business. So you've been lying the whole time, Karen, saying that you're good and you two have just grown apart. I think that describes them being good and growing apart. She's cordial, but she ain't effing with her. Giselle gonna say that's a friend. It's not a friend when they bring it up on camera. Chris and I have been there for each other in private ways that we don't bring up on camera. Because we actually friends. Karen said, you've been banned from public events because you attack family. Shoot. Whose family have I attacked? Well, I heard you was cooking up that story with Momo. Oh, Charisse said, well, your old friends had to get you out of the hab. Because you needed to break that habit. I've never seen Rob look so feminine. Look at Lady Dixon. You actually look womanly. So Charisse's now going solo saying Karen went to rehab. That ain't why she don't mess with you. Maybe you're why she went to rehab. Do you have a problem? Y'all used to pal around. You were palling around with someone with a problem then. Were you enabling while inebriating? Karen said, I can't even go to Safeway now. Somebody said, why you going to Safeway? Because a heifer gotta eat. Go to Safeway all the damn time. Charisse says, well, you was humping a married man, so I don't know how I'm breaking up families. Families with a B. Karen, you might need to fess up about this man because everybody talking about him and everybody can't be lying. Now, Candace, last episode you said domestic situations were the most dangerous, so why are you bringing up to Mia that Jacqueline felt hurt? Or vice versa. Giselle was like, child, let's stay out of it. And Mia didn't even engage. So we leave the dinner and go to the bar. And Mia and Jacqueline head off for a heart-to-heart. So Jacqueline tells Mia her behavior was unacceptable and putting rumors out there that she was sleeping with married men was simply too far. And Mia said, well, wait, where was the lie? Y'all know you done humped on married men before. Girl, boom. I hate to be with Mia on this one, but y'all want to play goody two-shoes. Mia, are you going to get any lines of your own? You went from Nene's close your legs to married men to Lisa Rinna's own it, own it. You slept with a married man. I did too. Own it, own it. Jackie said, I ain't friends with you no more. Putting my business in the street, in the street. Jackie, the only reason you are so upset at Mia is because she telling the truth. Oh, goodness. So the next morning, Ashley's leading a yoga session with her butt out. So Candace and Karen decide to lay in a cabana. Jackie and Mia is still fighting. Ashley's trying to get the other heifers to activate their sexual energy. I'm sorry, Mia's already on fire. We heard Giselle has a hot box. And Wendy can keep her man. Maybe you need to focus on you with that, Ashley. See, we got all this flirting and squirting going on. The other ladies aren't that obsessed with lesbonics. Where's Rob, the throb? So now we all head to the Sanita, which is a healing pool. Oh, God. So Rob has a wedding date, but she's not telling anybody, and she doesn't want anything, but you need a lot. Heck, register at Blerner's, New York. You could use some new clothes. Oh, it's cold water? I ain't getting in that. So after the girls get ate up by mosquitoes, they head to lunch. Giselle gonna say, I'm scared to wash my hands with unfiltered water, but you weren't afraid to sleep with Jamal raw, and there's nothing more unfiltered than that. So we sit down and talk about healing, and Karen says, well, Candace, how are you and Ashley now? Oh, yes. How are you and Ashley after she brought eyebrows? The Muppet. Ashley says, well, let me clarify. The reason that I brought Deborah is because y'all were always talking about Michael. But you knew Candace didn't. Oh, Lord, here come Candace with some shade. This wasn't a read, it was shade, though. I think that, Ashley, you think of relationships because the one you just got out of had toxic notes and trust issues. And my genuine hope for you, girl, don't nobody care about your genuine hope. My hope for you is that your mama stop whooping your ass before you become a mama. So Ashley says, all right, well, I'm going to apologize, and I'm sorry if bringing Deborah was harmful. Candace says, well, look, this doesn't feel genuine because every time we get on the good foot, you stomp on the bad. And that's true. However, Ashley takes it back to when Candace made fun of her miscarriage, and even Gabrissi had to say, yeah, you were insensitive, Candace. That was too far. See, now Wendy says, can y'all just leave it there? And Candace has actually tried, but Ashley will always stir the turd again. So we'd made a little progress, but now it's time to take 2 big steps back. See, Ashley running up telling Charisse, I'm so proud of you for standing up to Karen. Why don't you stay out of it? There you go, that turd stir. Charisse, if Karen has been such a bad friend to you, then why is it so important you become friends with her again? Why are you running up after her skirt? If she's so horrible and just sent a 1-sentence text when your pappy passed, why is it so important you become friends with her again? Why do you need to be around her? Why do you want to go up her aim? So now we're having tequila before our argument dinner since we had a kumbaya lunch. What? What kind of 2-for-1 bullshit? You getting married after your brother, you got a leftover wedding because you already going to Jamaica? And I'm sure it won't be legal in the U.S. You know, I knew Rob would cook up something both cheap and trifling. So I should be impressed. Why are they trying to have a bachelorette party for an old maid? Rob reluctantly agrees to a bachelorette party. Honey, you can have female strippers. Oh, God, and of course Giselle got to bring up what happened last night between Karen and Charisse. What's happened with you and anybody this season? Except you trying to ruin Candace's merge. Why are you sticking up for Charisse, Gabrice? I know her to be honest and amazing, not a family wrecker. Well, you know what? You a family wrecker, so maybe you wouldn't know one. She really gonna say Charisse is the queen of Potomac, but barely a friend of the show. Giselle, you are delusional. Oh, God, Rob the Throb, shut it up. Trying to flip a sincere gesture of supporting you during grief. Well, where were you? Why weren't you at the funeral? Charisse, you are desperate to be around the group, and you did work your ass off to get the group together, and then the show said no. So they used you for free production and sent you on your way. You got used by a gay. Oh, my goodness. Charisse is the girl that put the group together, the true socialite, the true grande dame of Potomac. Okay, well, she can be true, blue, and checks can clear, but nobody wants to look at that sow's ear. Rob, you want to call Karen a bullshitter, but meanwhile, you and your roommate have yet to tie the knot. We can tell you're bullshitting about your marriage. That man don't want you. Dancing around the truth and the real topic. Well, honey, Giselle's dancing around the truth and the real top, but we don't out you every episode now, do we? Well, I mean, I do, but Bravo doesn't. Rob, you want to talk about you just don't want her around. The audience doesn't want her around like we didn't want you around. And if Monique hadn't quit, you wouldn't be here. You don't want her around. Oh, Lord. Rob the Throb's gone to rob the thug. All day, every day. She got that bass in her deep voice. Oh, no, yeah. She getting chick with it. Girl, don't you run up on Karen, because you know how Rob the thug get. You just don't want her around. Real Debo. I want to know why whenever Rob the Throb, thug all day, every day, Dixon, why is it every time when she gets upset,
Her voice drops 3 octaves and she gives you real Debo.
Why is it that she sounds like she's trying to do
A Debo voiceover for a cartoon when she gets upset with Kern.
Why is she running for Debo? Is there a job open I didn't know about?
I can get a deep voice too.
Rob, why does Karen have to apologize to tired Sharice? But now Candace makes it her moment, and she said it was triggering to me because, Mia apologized to the group, but not to Wendy, and Monique never apologized to me for you getting in her face, fool. Wendy said, don't talk to me about friendship because you and Jackie on thin ice. But how you gonna say I'm defaming you when you hit me and all I'm talking about is the assault that we all saw? Ain't nobody hit you, heifer. Now, you never said her husband was gay, but you did imply he slept with men. You said women and men. Admit it, heifer. Now, Wendy, you trying to
backpedal and pussy pop. A backpedal and pussy pop.
with all this? How did you know that you wasn't the one sleeping with the men? I mean, yes, their marriage is open like Michael Darby's anus, but you know what you meant. Mia said, now hold up, if you want to bring Penelope Thomas Bailey into this, he scammed on my squirrel and stole my snatch. Wendy said, Mia, you throwing a drink showed your character. Mia said, so you're gutter. And she is. Mia, you gutter and be proud of it. Wendy, don't get off tough now with the don't do that. I gave you a pass one time. Girl, you ain't about to bust a grape. Mia, old strip club fighter, she a diamond heifer. You gonna have to Lisa Ray her butt. I will give Wendy the point on this one. You got on Mia's nerves, and the fact that you were able to end it with, you can't stop talking about my life, it's reminiscent of Gabrice and Monique. Well, I'ma see you soon for Housewives of Salt Lake City.